Hello and welcome to a Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name's Brendan and I'll be your storyteller for the evening. This episode marks the first official session using our brand new equipment and also the introduction of Taylor's character to the group, Tavish, the Cult of Ecstasy mathematician. On tonight's episode, the gang debriefs Melody on their brand of crazy and nearly gives the poor girl a heart attack, and are introduced to their new partner. Welcome, friends, to Mage the Ascension, Indomitable Souls, Season 1, Episode 13. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Imagine if you were my friend, those days we left behind. Fragments of a time and place still buried in my mind. If only I could cast a spell to somehow change the past. Erase a page forever from this book I have amassed.
Well, you've got full concern, Sylvie. Wait.
Sylvie. Could you please repeat what you just said?
I've gone full Sylvie at this point. I'm starting to understand that character very, very well. So, from like what all of you are telling me.
So, real quick, just like scene swipe. Besides Taylor right now, you all are basically giving the information to Melody at the Chantry.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we go back to the Chantry? Okay.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna go fix up the bus.
hang on, wait a second. Time out. Sit down.
By the way, that bus right now.
The headlights should be perfect.
The headlights are perfect. The windshield, everything else on that is broke as fuck. But you guys did bring it to the special garage.
Okay.
Not special. Well, it's you and Lord Sky High's workshop.
Yeah.
Like on one of the
workshop outside of my room workshop.
Basically, the bus is nowhere near the street, so then the police can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, here's what I'm hearing. You destroyed a church. It's Catholic church. It makes it like so much worse, guys. Thanks.
It makes it better.
So property damage. Rory, you still have the street racing on your criminal record, meaning your license, if they find out, is going to get revoked for reckless endangerment and driving.
They will find out.
You murdered possible registered voters? You murdered possible.
To be fair, they practiced attempted murder on us, so that means that we should also be able to accuse them of stuff too.
You can't prove that because there's no body from what you guys were
you
telling
can't
me.
prove that we murdered them.
Yeah, let's move on to the
stand your ground state.
no.
You're not here yet.
That's an out of character question.
Let's put a pin in the murder because there's no body to prove there's
no
murder.
body.
Fair.
Yeah, there's no body either way.
Fair.
I'm gonna take a moment to because technically this is like immediately following, so Michael will not be called off, but technically I'm going to be playing Michael here for a moment. Well, listen, Melody. When we tried to interrogate one of them, we took their mask off, and everything just vanished.
Okay.
I don't think that they were real. They might have been spirits.
Okay.
It was literally just
Right,
take the mask
Elliot,
off and just
Lord
went,
Elias?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And that was my coach impression.
Okay. Give me a fucking second. Okay. So then
Hello, is my old friend.
you staked
Rory over here.
you staked a guy? Yeah. Then you kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Because his body didn't disappear. And put your hand down right now. I will get to you in a moment, young lady.
At this point, a lot of the Chantry leaders have gathered and are just kind of watching,
So then,
eating popcorn, basically.
then you engaged in what you described as light torture, which I guess is what hand mutilation.
No, light torture would be if I shined a light on them.
Rory, for someone who's been arrested as many times as you do, you'd think you'd understand legal jargon a little bit better. So this is not severe torture, apparently, from your point of view.
So it's not. So here's the thing: I sat and fucked with his hands, but they came right back eventually.
So,
it's
like,
fine.
okay.
You can't even tell that I did it.
So psychological torture. Got it. No physical torture was done. Only psychological, which is
There's no evidence that I physically tortured him.
And Elias has been dealing drugs this whole time. Like, what?
Oh yeah, the intern stuff. But that's not important right now.
What intern stuff?
It doesn't matter. So I
no,
will reinforce
Rory,
the bus. Bye.
Rory, get back here and tell me what this intern stuff. I'm after her right now. Like,
Yes.
you want to explain this to me?
Elias is gonna go to the kitchen and make some specialty and bring it back.
There is a, when you mentioned the intern, there's a young man, who looks like he barely has any kind of, like, chin hair or anything.
Intern.
He has a,
Missing?
no, he has a, give me just a second. He has a, basically fuck, what am I thinking of? The dress code. The shop uniform for Hex on, and he kind of looks down and goes, was someone talking to me? Hi, I'm Sam, the intern.
Like, what happened to the intern?
Oh, they bought me a burger from Burger Palace down, or was it King of Burger?
Yeah.
They bought me
You fed him people?
you fed me people.
No, totally
Intern.
not. We didn't feed you people. We
Fed
fed you a burger.
Human.
I mean, it looked like it was a really good burger.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna go down there on my break.
No, you shouldn't go do that.
Cannibal.
It's bad for you.
Yeah, but the Chinese place got all shot up last week.
Yeah, that wasn't our
Oh
fault.
yeah, I
either.
remember that. Bye.
Oh, so I don't think they healed me yet, fully, but,
Yeah, they
Yes,
did.
we did.
am I still bandaged up,
No.
though?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
I healed you. You're fine.
I couldn't
Literally,
remember
you
if
did
it
the
was
healing,
like a
and then
full
I was
heal.
like, well, now you guys have a week to do research.
Hey, I finally
couldn't
have a
remember
name
if
for
it
the
was like a
intern.
full
We
heal
didn't
or
have a
like a
name for
partial
him
heal.
before.
Right?
got healed.
I realized that in writing my notes. I was like, I guess I should give this guy a fucking name.
So, like, you fed him human flesh
No,
and
I
found
didn't
him cannibal.
feed him.
No, totally not.
It was definitely a burger.
It was just a burger.
Made of human flesh.
Thank you, Sigmund. Thank you. Okay, so, like,
I'm gonna go back. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a spa day. That's, like, what I'm
Great.
gonna do.
Great joke, guys. I'm gonna go back to running the shop.
Okay, bye.
Alright,
Don't go
like-
eat those burgers again.
Okay,
I wasn't joking.
alright.
They're bad for your health.
It's fine. Just one thing. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna go get a mani-pedi. I will be back in...
Have fun with that.
And
I'm gonna
then
go
I-
sort
When
the
you come
vehicle.
back, I'll have some tea ready for you to
I
calm
don't
you down.
want... No.
Don't change anything on my bus!
I'm just gonna make it better, faster, and stronger. It's fine. She grabs a cup of coffee and like some pills. See ya.
I'm chasing after her.
So, there are some other things you guys should probably inform her of besides your crimes.
I'm already in the garage.
Before I leave, is, like, there, like, anything else that you, like, need to tell me?
I got shot.
You were
I
there
healed
when
her.
she got shot.
I healed her.
Okay.
She's fine.
Okay, so...
She wasn't there.
Out of character, I forget your name.
Izzy.
Izzy? Izzy was shot?
So are
She
you
was still at the
following me to
pantry.
the garage, or are you staying here to explain things for her?
Shot.
She'll eventually follow you.
Are you following me to the garage?
Tree.
Or are you staying
Okay,
here?
like, did you get a look at the guy? Did anyone bother saving the bullet?
You should ask Sigmund. He probably has a better mind about that.
No, we just got out of there.
I'm gonna go follow Rory before she fucks up
Did
my
they,
bus.
hang on, did they take a bullet out of you?
I mean, I think so, but we didn't.
Bullet
No.
clean through.
It went clean
Oh,
through.
yeah, no, sorry, there was no bullet.
Through.
Alright, I'm gonna go make sure Rory doesn't fuck up my bus.
Go make sure I don't fuck up my own bus.
I'm not dressed as her anymore.
Is
So-
there, like, anything else?
Okay, thanks, bye!
Okay.
Michael just kind of sits up and goes, yes, actually, my master is arranging us all a meeting with
Oh, right,
his,
that.
with Mr. Brightness.
Yeah.
I believe that
I'm
they
so glad I'm not here right now.
called him Arderili Brodovich.
You don't trust
Last
me.
name.
You don't know yet.
I don't care. I hear that last name and just I hate it immediately
I forget
because I
how
know
to
why.
spell
Out of
it,
character, does that name bring any bells of melody?
Arderili? No. But saying Mr. Brightness does.
What is that?
Mr. Brightness is a fairly well-known real estate
Somebody
tycoon
was-
who basically has been building a small empire of hotels called the Brightness Landing Hotels.
Okay, I'm going to make a phone call to one of my friends, and I'm requesting the blueprints for all of those hotels. They are technically public domain once they've been submitted to the county.
Is that for all counties, or is that for?
It's state law.
Okay,
That's actually pretty cool.
okay. I just wasn't sure because he's got hotels throughout
Yeah.
multiple states.
So
So,
most states do that, so they have them in case.
It's gonna be interesting to
emergency.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to assume that they do that.
I'm going to go ahead and
Conflict.
request a copy of those blueprints immediately.
Okay.
For a number of reasons. Number 2, now that we've murdered a bunch of people, because
I mean, there's no
No
body.
murder.
Oh yes. Real quick, I probably should have mentioned. We left that vampire with Gonzalez.
Yep.
He said he was going to stake him and put him out on his roof for the sun to get.
So there won't be a body.
Which means we didn't technically murder him.
Yeah.
so kidnapping
Accomplishment.
occurred, followed
An actual murder hobo.
by gruesome murder.
You were so happy for that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm proud of being a very beautiful hobo.
How do you spell Artie's name? I can't remember.
A-R-D-E... Ardo...
Relly.
Relly. R-E-L-L-I.
Okay.
Alright, that's what we're rolling with.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get those blueprints as soon as possible. Specifically, the one that he's asking us to meet him in.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Did we learn anything from killing these people?
I think we did.
Yes. You guys did. To specifically kind of GM let you all know, you all learned that there is, obviously with them doing the ritual of darkness here in Salem, this was a test ground for something bigger.
Yep, that's
I could also just read that real quick if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please.
Eidetic memory. Use it.
I'm not there, but I'm just gonna tell you
Use
guys.
your
So-
memory.
Alright, so we asked, what organization are you with? He says he works with the Watchers of the Wave, and we figure out that they are a cult of darkness. He also asked, what are they after in Salem to see if this ritual of darkness could work? Salem was a test bed, and obviously it worked. I'm not there, but I would have mentioned it before I left, probably.
I also have eidetic memory, so if she mentioned
Mm-hmm.
it, it's fine. Did we get any information about their leaders, or how to contact them, or how people are indoctrinated?
No.
Did we bother investigating where they're getting the materials to do all of these things with?
No.
Did we try and find out if there are any other locations where they could have stored things?
Listen, I am intelligent in the ways of the body and herbs, not this. So no.
So we have nothing but a name.
I mean, I can always ask my master.
You tortured a guy.
Yeah.
And all you got was a name.
Yep. He really wasn't giving us a lot.
One of the other things that they did get was they did know that he was turned into a vampire approximately a week and some change ago,
Oh, yeah, he's
around the
newly
same
turned.
time that he's very newly turned, around the same time that Rory was at I was about to say drag show, but that's
no,
not
it's
right.
street racing.
The street racing show.
Yeah.
Gonzalez did mention that the
He's
way that he
newly
was turned
embraced.
is a common Sabbat tactic known as shoveling, or a shovel party. And that, according to this man, Arterially and Jacob promised him
Tourette's.
if he could do this properly, they promised him his own pack.
Okay.
So you said if Artie and Jacob do this right, what was it?
They'll get their own set.
This guy will get his own pack.
Packed or
Pack. That's what a Sabbat clan of vampires is called. It's called a pack.
Okay.
If Artie and Jacob do this right, they'll get their own.
Oh, that's not
If the guy,
Pack.
the newly turned guy, does it
not,
right.
not
Not
Artie.
Artie and Jacob.
I was gonna
Artie and
say-
Jacob have their own pack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay.
why I was confused.
Okay.
A vampire gang is also known as a vampire pack.
Yep. Let's see.
Actually, a vampire gang is called a coterie.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, excuse the fuck out of me.
Right.
Is it too late to spend experience?
No, no, you are totally fine to
How
spend
much does
experience.
it cost to up an ability point?
I actually have that page written down. Give me one second.
I want to say that
Well,
it is.
I do
Current rating?
I want to say that it is new rating
I
times
can
3.
stay
All right,
here.
what do you trying to do?
Up an ability.
So up an ability, it's new rating times 2.
Times 2, hell yeah.
Let's see.
What do you
That
got?
is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm picking up computers 5.
Holy shit.
Can I have a pencil?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you need a pencil, sir?
Yeah. Always.
Wait, how many experience points do you have?
17.
We have 17 right now.
That's
And you
why
have
you have
19
19
because-
of your merit thingy.
That just slips out.
Yeah, but I feel like getting 5 ranks.
I like it.
Or did you already have ranks in computer?
You right.
It's new rank times 2.
You right. I did the math way wrong on that. So that's 2.
I'm not sure.
What is it for new ability? Because she doesn't have
6.
anything.
Oh, you don't have anything in it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 3 base for a new ability,
So I've
and
got
then it's new rating times 2 for ability.
3,
3, 4,
7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Plus 6 is 13. Okay.
Still, computer 3 is pretty good.
Okay. That makes... Because I was like, I'm going to look this up. I can't do that without fucking computers. Even, like... Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you can do it without
right.
fucking
It's just
computers.
going to be really annoying if I don't have to...
I mean,
if I
it
don't know how
makes
to
sense for me
switch
to
over.
always have a
I'll
document.
go
Check.
like you said. It's like,
Martial
yeah,
arts.
that's
I'm
cool.
glad you understood the joke.
Computers
It's a
is
great way to
definitely
get-
not a check you can use
Brent,
martial arts.
It's a great way to get a virus.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. So I need to look up shit on this Artie guy. I'm going to take my I'm going to take my tablet and some of my books. I'm going to go down to the nearest mani-pedi shop and start looking up information on Artie and his basically his business dealings and his holdings for his company. And I'm going to basically start with his name, go in through his company, and then start looking into what other companies he owns as subsidiaries and what their dealings are doing.
Do you want any
Also-
anxiety meds while you're out there?
No, I'm good.
Also-
No, this is L just going right into
Okay.
L mode.
Also, remember, just kind of like out of character to this, remember you do have 2 names for the same character.
What?
He goes under the name publicly of Mr. Brightness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
I'm
that
sorry, I'm just thinking of the killer song, Mr. Brightside.
that's what I keep hearing.
Thank you.
basically let me put it this way, because this already happened in the last episode,
Yep.
is that when it got revealed to Roberto Gonzalez that Mr. Brightness is Arterieli Bradovich, he basically went, "Oh fuck! I can't believe I invited this fucker to town."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
He's
what happened.
basically been fooled the whole time. Like,
Fair. So
So-
I'm going to be looking into both. Well, the thing is that if I look into Artie's dealings, I can understand his private side. If I look into Mr. Brightness, I can look into his public holdings and that sort of thing. So this is allowing me to converge what he is doing with his public dealings and how money is moving and who might be under his influence.
okay.
And with that, I'm going to be quiet for a bit and repack the suka so that everyone else can
Okay.
do their shit. Sound good?
So, does anyone want to do anything?
I'm gonna go fix the bus!
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have
And
you
I'm
make
gonna
me...
go make sure she doesn't fuck up my bus.
She's not gonna
You
fuck
have
up.
you have matter, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Do you want me to also prime enforce this bus too?
You guys don't. You don't have that high of forces, Christina. I remember.
I asked matter.
Oh, I thought you said prime and forces. I was like,
No,
Prime
matter.
enforce.
I said
Prime
I said
reinforce.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use prime to reinforce.
And I'll use mine to give it sentience.
No!
As your lawyer! I am strongly recommending against it!
well, at
I
least
mean, okay, here's the thing. I could just use Elias's
They're making
3 in
Crow's
life
bus.
and just give it sentience. It's fine.
No! I don't. Get a different bus.
okay. To be fair,
I'm just
to be
here.
fair, Elias would give
Fair.
it sentience. You would give it sapience.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
I also can get
What time
mind.
is he
I can
then?
also get mind and spirit for
I'll
Elias.
start throwing
too.
hot sauce.
Can we
I
not?
can make it a time machine.
I'm just here.
I'm
to,
my 3.
look,
What's
how
the
about we try
I'm
this
just here
experiment?
to fix and reinforce your bus. After
How about we
driving to
try
church,
that
that's all.
experiment on a
I'll give
different
it
bus?
sentience.
I want to give it.
I
Life.
don't need Herbie the Love Bug. I don't need Herbie the Love
That's what I'm
Bus.
saying. I'm trying. I'm just
Okay.
going to.
That's
to
fine.
fix
This is
up-
not something
I
we're
want to
doing.
just
I'm
take
sorry.
the rest
Just
of
not
the
on
day.
my bus.
Brendan.
Oh,
I'm,
it's out.
I'm going to take the rest of the evening, day, whatever the fuck it is anymore, to sit and slowly fix and reinforce the bus.
Using crafts and stuff, or doing matter.
Well,
Are you
both.
magically doing it?
to resin
cast
the bus.
Basically, having worked on vehicles a good portion of my fucking life, I'm going to do it all manually unless I need to actually use magic to do it, but I'm going to use probably Prime to magically reinforce it a little bit.
Okay, so what you're gonna do with... Okay, so to actually fix the bus up is going to straight up be like a craft roll, unless of course you're
Okay.
going to like magically like start making parts out of
No,
other
I'm
parts.
gonna craft and fix this bullshit.
To reinforce it, to make it more sturdy, to make it more like a hidden battle bus, that is going to be matter and prime.
It's mostly just reinforcing it so it's a little
I have a
sturdier.
feeling that you're probably going to start ramming this thing into
Everything.
everything. I have this feeling that this is going to become a
A
running thing, a reoccurring thing.
Display that you have it on.
This makes me sad. My poor bus.
There you go. So, you want me to roll a craft roll?
Yes, I would love for you to roll me a craft roll.
Cool. What's the DC?
The difficulty on this is going to be... Is this going to be for the whole thing, or...
Well, you made it sound like you want me to do the mechanical aspects of it first and then roll for the retail roll for the prize.
Okay, so because you literally crashed a bus into a building, this bus is pretty fucked up.
Mhm.
I'm going to say you have... It's a difficulty 7, but you get... No, it's a difficulty 8. But you get 4 rolls. You need to make 15 successes.
Cool.
I know that you have legendary attributes. I know that you can fucking do that.
I don't have legendary attributes. I just have, ability aptitude and mechanical aptitude, so my difficulty is reduced by 4.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I know that you can do that in 4 rolls. What's your dice pool?
It's craft and what?
Craft and intelligence. Yeah.
I need 3 more dice because I'm gonna be rolling 10 each time.
Yeah. So the threat. So what you need to do to fix this bus is you need to get 15 successes
With
total.
difficulty 4.
With difficulty 4.
You can do it.
Now remember
So
that.
let's take away the 2 that weren't successes.
So that's 8.
So that's 8 on the first one.
Okay.
You have to do this in 4 rolls?
Yes.
Fine.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the second
That's
roll.
That's 16.
Yeah.
You've already done it.
But I want to make it better.
So you're at 16 right now.
Welcome
16.
to Talisman Life.
I do a very particular thing, and it's work on vehicles.
Morgana from Persona.
Oh my god, I need you to look at how many
Can we
10s
do
there are
that?
there,
To
man.
What I need.
Maybe.
16 is
28 total.
Wait,
now.
wait. How many 10s?
There was at least 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 28 is the current new total on roll 3. So here's roll 4.
What the hell?
Yep.
I'm waiting for you to just roll all 1s and then suddenly it's like all
I
the...
rolled 1 so
Yep.
far. Anything that's been below 4 is pretty much been a 2. Another 7 from plus 28, so it'd be 35.
35 is the grand total.
Holy shit. Okay, maybe I would have made that like a higher difficulty, but you are like...
It's her
I
shtick.
have ability aptitude for crafting, so it lowers the difficulty by 2.
Plus you have it
mechanical
actually
aptitude.
in a shop, so like...
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's her
Yeah.
shtick.
Okay,
Specifically,
so-
mechanical aptitude helps with understanding how to repair and operation of mechanical vehicles and things
Right.
like that. So
So basically, this does take you all day to do,
that's fine.
which is why I had you do an extended roll for it.
That's perfectly fine. That's what I said I was doing.
But overall, this bus now runs better than it used to.
Nitrous oxide.
It does not have nitrous.
It's
I
alive.
did not put nitrous because I'm trying
You
to be
fixed
nice
the paint
to Izzy.
job on it. It now somehow looks even better, and I'm sure that off mic we can figure out some sort of mechanical benefit for that.
Yes.
So, out of character though, like if I wanted to make this bus like Morgana, what do I need to do for that?
Get my permission first.
Get her
It's
permission
my house.
first.
It's my home.
It's my bus. I own your home.
Secondly, that is assuming that you're going to need the shape-shifting stuff. You're going to require matter-life correspondence because it still has to fit the
I can
entirety.
do all those things.
It still has to fit the entirety of the bus within it. Mind, spirit, because you have to
I
give,
can
all
do
those
all those
things.
you have to
things.
give it sapience and a soul and life to and life because you have to obviously give it life.
Literally can do all those between our 2 spheres.
The only thing that you don't need, I think, is time and
Entropy, which are the only 2
Entropy.
things we don't have.
and
So we
forces.
can
You
look
don't
at the
need
2 that I
forces.
So literally, we could make this bus Morgana.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to do that.
Basically, I like the 2 of us could do it.
We just want to make this cat, and it just walks up
Where
to
can I go to buy a new bus?
Bus Depot.
Bus
You
Depot.
know.
Okay,
This
As
hasn't
soon as
happened
this
yet.
bus gets any
Izzy, like, do you want to go shopping? I'm so excited to take you
Bus
car
shopping!
Like, it's fine. No, look,
Okay,
like, I know the guy
Here's
who
the
runs
thing, though. You're gonna
dealership.
want to take me because I know
Guys,
vehicles
guys,
better.
One person at a time, please. It is very hard to edit when there are
I know
multiple
vehicles
people.
better than she does.
But, like, I know all the guys and I can get you a really good deal.
Malibu Barbie party bus.
Oh my
That would be like if I wanted a bus, but like I know that Izzy would want something a little more punk rock and badass. So like, why would she want pink sparkles? I'm not shopping for a bus for me.
Yeah, what kind of paint job did you want on? Because I would have done whatever paint job you wanted to.
I know this website is called feddeals.gov.
Where you can buy
I would be really careful about ordering stuff off of there because like you're getting on a watch list really quickly.
Especially if
I
you
checked.
order 100 pounds worth of knives.
Like I don't know why you're ordering knives by the pound, Sigmund.
But yeah,
And it's
If you're
concerning
check it
for
out, it's
no
called
real
feddeals.gov.
reasons, but like if one more of you ends up on like a watch list this year, that's just asking for too much. This week.
You can buy confiscated knives by the pound.
so Izzy, what paint job you want on the bus?
So,
The same that it was before, but better.
Okay, cool. The
You-
detailing, the lines are
Okay.
crisper and cleaner, and it's more vibrant and beautiful.
Christina,
Yep.
can you make me on a retail roll? Well, let me know what kind of magic you're gonna fucking do. I know you're gonna do magic, but please describe it to me.
Let me double check my rotes real quick, see if anything will help with this real quick.
There's special things that you
Know how they're basically like spells that you've memorized.
I can show you some of mine
So-
so you have an idea.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that answers the question.
I've got matter.
I'm not gonna
Oh
keep
my
this
god,
photos,
I
I'm just
know
gonna
what
go
I'm
to
gonna
Prime
use for
Three.
entry.
Okay.
Here's some
So
of
I'm
mine.
not just minding Prime.
Brendan,
Okay.
I know
Yes.
what
And there's
to
a
use
couple
for
pages if
entry.
you wanted to scan
It's
through.
not saying like it's the bend and snap.
Yes!
Yes.
So basically, I've got a Prime 2,
Works every
and
time.
I can kind of see like patterns and
Brendan,
stuff like
I did
that.
not do that.
So I'm going to look at the patterns of
But,
it and
like,
try
it
and
tells you
almost like
how many dots
rearrange
you
them
have to
so
have
they're
and there's like a bunch
stronger. I'm
different
trying to like
ones for
magically reinforce the bus as
Are
well
you
as
trying to like magically reinforce like the chemical bonds so then they're
She's trying to
stronger?
make it magically delicious.
No. I'm basically
go
trying
through
to
the
make the material stronger than what it
Right,
was.
right, but doing that's literally what you're doing by rearranging chemical bonds.
Yes.
If
I got matter 3. I think I even have something that actually makes things stronger like that. Because like I can analyze the substance of stuff, and I can use.
I'll figure something out.
I don't have like the straw to gold one.
you have the level 3 one.
Yeah, I have this. I
I
have sculpture.
have-
Okay,
The
and what
straw.
are you doing with Prime for that?
Um,
right, you're enchanting it, right?
Yeah, because I have enchant weapon.
I
It's
don't see a weapon.
technically enchant object.
But I also.
Also, this bus is technically a weapon.
But I,
bus is
but
always a
I
weapon.
but, like I also have like watch so you can basically I can
Vehicular
just look at the
manslaughter.
patterns of it and rearrange
Oh.
them.
I
bus
have
tune.
straw to gold.
You guys
I know, I
understand
don't-
that.
I
You
was-
don't understand why what you do is
I also have melt and reform.
That's fine.
Nice.
Okay, so you're doing this in the chantry
Mhm.
with rotes.
Yep.
Using your focus,
Yep.
and you've described it to me fairly well.
I've got my gloves on. I got my goggles down. I'm working on shit and
So,
doing what I need
what
to do.
I'm going to give you is, so it is going to be a difficulty 7. That's taking everything else into account.
Okay.
With I'm going to give you 1 extra die for a stun since
Oh.
you described it well.
Okay. You said 7, right?
Yep.
3 successes.
All right.
6, 7, 7, and 9.
So we can discuss exactly what you did, but right now, for story's sake, that bus, like when we can discuss this off mic.
Is my bus on fleek?
Your bus is on point.
Can't wait.
I did
till
my
it's a
job.
We're
Can't-
not turning my
Can't
bus
wait
into
until
a
it's a
sentient.
sentient cat, and then Tony comes back to the game that day and goes, "Okay, Tony, you have a choice. Do you want to play your old, hideous, looks like Kane from the WWE character, or do you want to play this adorable sentient cat that's also a tour bus?"
So we have the cat bus from Totoro.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Kinda.
Not.
I did not do that. That is not what
I
we
need
did.
to buy a bus for Sigmund to turn into a cat bus because he's not turning my bus into
We'll get him
a
a
cat
Tonka
bus.
bus.
Yes.
We'll get him like a little Tonka truck.
Yeah.
But
Get me a
because he has
SWAT
magic,
wagon.
he can actually make it drag race.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
right, so-
I sit and spend my whole day in the garage,
Okay.
and literally it's whatever, like, forever in there, just souping up this thing normally and magically. If Izzy wants to sit over my shoulder and watch what I do, if she knows Prime, then have fun.
I don't know Prime.
I do.
And I bring coffee every now and then.
Yes. Yeah,
Special
I mean, you
coffee.
can feel free to come in and like, cause you're Prime 2 also, right?
Prime.
See, I'm waiting until I get enough because I don't have enough.
Because
Okay.
I put all my stuff in Minding Prime.
All right, guys,
Also-
we're starting off the new season of this
Sweet.
fantastically as we once again have a 30-minute bus conversation.
I can finish this.
I mean, it's tradition now. It's the bus tradition.
Apparently.
Well, because the like Cult XD and
Okay,
Sons of
that's
Ether and all them are called traditions. So
It's the Death Star. It's the fucking moon.
Can we put like a planet killing glacier on the bus?
I need to get better in certain things.
That would be
but
horses, I would imagine.
It could be a thing. It could be eventually.
I was thinking with everything you got, you could probably do a bench strength.
I can do a lot of things between areas.
Yeah. You just have to create.
Nope, you are definitely not so.
So, Taylor, where was your character originally from?
No way.
Pass.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with the place I'm familiar with because it's easy. He's from LA.
He's from LA?
I know LA very well. So
Okay. You are originally a professor from LA.
Oh, that's perfect because there's actually a good school there. He's a professor at USC.
Recently, you have been working with a small band of adepts. They're basically all along your power level, but they're a little bit older than you. You guys didn't. Well, you're older, but like they're more experienced
Yes.
as mages. They've been mages longer than you. Your entire band of mages up until this point has been the group from the Cult of Ecstasy as well. They're a ragtag group of weirdos, as the Cult of Ecstasy tends to do, who have been trying to just kind of teach you about like theories on time and forces. You're a very just kind of looking over your character sheet, you are a very combat heavy mage. You fit in very well with this cabal. These three are students of a man named Ferox, who you know as a master of a master in the tradition of the Cult of Ecstasy.
Yeah.
These three are named. I'm trying to remember their fucking names.
Wow, that's an interesting name.
Thomas,
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Thomas, Sean, and Alexander Sanders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thomas.
Is he a colonel?
I was thinking the same thing.
Is Alexander Sanders a colonel?
No.
What was the other? I have Thomas.
Thomas, Sean, and Alexander.
How's Sean spelled?
Yeah, that's my next question.
S-E-A-N.
Okay, because there's Sean, there's Steve, there's Saud.
They are a ragtag group of fucking weirdos, as I've mentioned before. They are all brothers, but not like... They're clearly all not from the same timeline. Well, not timeline. Timeline is the wrong fucking word. They're not from the same generation.
Got it.
They're fucking weirdos. But they are really good at combat.
Because you say brothers, but not of the same generation, and my immediate thought is...
Not like that.
Okay.
They call themselves brothers.
They're a
but
band of brothers.
They're
Got
a
it.
band of brothers.
They're bros.
They're bros. Like they do not look like brothers. One of them has black hair. One of them has like stark white hair. One of them's a
Where I
redhead.
needed to go. I wanted to make sure. Because
They call themselves brothers.
had a Shawshank.
So one of them approaches you and goes, "Hey, so you've learned about everything that you can from us. Ferox is actually requesting that you get transferred to a multi-tradition cabal out on the East Coast."
Fantastic. Means I get to pick up roots and go.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to Massachusetts, so you could probably find a good teaching gig there, right? Isn't that where the big fun the what the fuck is it called? Harvard? Is that where Harvard is? That's near Harvard, right?
Massachusetts.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Harvard, I think, is in more towards Boston, so yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvard's near Boston, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly.
You're going to Salem.
Yeah.
Salem, Massachusetts.
That'll work.
So I mean, you got the opportunity for a job there.
Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Which is how far from Boston? Or from Salem? be precise.
I know that Boston is like 30 minutes from Salem. We actually had to look that up.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember looking up, but I'm sure that happened.
Oh,
Well, it would take you 7 days
just
to walk
listened
there
to that
from here.
episode.
Oh, good.
All right. Really?
Let's
Only
test that.
7 days. Wow.
It is right outside of Boston,
I could walk
and
100 miles.
Listen, I don't want to get sued.
it's quite a ways from Salem. It's a few hours.
Yeah, because Massachusetts is not small.
That's
So,
fine.
like, you've got Boston is further south,
So
and
if-
Salem is further north
Yep.
towards...
So if we just get a teacher's room at the college and just correspond it to a room in the
fine.
chantry, it's
So
fine.
there's a college in Salem called Salem University.
Yeah.
You could also go there. You could
I
teach,
like
you
my
could teach
idea
about the
better, but
I
mathematics
like
of
that idea.
yeah, you could also do that and teach about the mathematics of witch hunting.
Fuck you.
The
Yes, the
mathematics
difference is how
of
elite
which
do you
hunting,
see
though.
your
having seen your
your
character sheet,
guy
that's
as a
funny.
professor. It's-
I'm also looking to see how much he gets paid. He would not get paid enough to go to teach at
Harvard.
Harvard because it's
How many
50K?
resources do
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, he only has 3 resources.
So, yeah, 3
That's better than
resources.
me.
That would
I
definitely
have
be.
3 resources as well. So
That
he's
would
not
be
Harvard.
University of Salem.
But for me,
I
I
know.
have enough.
I
It's
know.
fine.
My dad spends all my mom's money on his stupid inventions. My dad is basically Stu Pickles, except he can actually, create some things good every once in a while.
Now I'm going to give you a
Sushi
heads up on exactly what your assignment is going to be there. It's basically this cabal hunts apocalypse cults.
So like Heaven's Gate and that kind of thing.
Heaven's Gate, Shinrikyo.
Yeah.
Given that magic is, actually fucking real, it's probably a good thing that we got people out there like
Basically, if they drink the Kool-Aid, we go hunt them down. Got it.
that. Oh, sorry, I'm on a podcast. Yes, he was nodding. So, you have your, what is it, like a week, 2 week long... Well, you fucking get flown out there. You're flying out there on the...
A drive from here to California takes me 3 days if I'm driving from morning to night.
I think you can afford an airplane ticket.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I can afford.
They can afford you an air...
I have
you fly
resources
out
too,
on...
and I know I can afford an airplane ticket.
They fly you out on
Everybody's richer
their
than you, except
dime.
maybe you.
When you land in Salem, you
Did you just say except maybe you talking to the Pope?
or when you land in Boston, because I don't think that Salem has an airport. I'm not 100%.
They might have a small airfield, but I don't know if Salem, Mass has an actual
The
proper
Boston airport is the one that
Boston
everything goes
does.
into.
airport. Yep,
Okay.
So
And
Boston.
then the metro will take you there.
So you get off the metro.
It doesn't need to be
thi-
entirely
this
precise,
is-
just relatively precise.
So you get off at Boston, Massachusetts, and then you take the
Bless
metro to Salem. As you come out, a week-old newspaper clipping comes floating towards you. Taylor, if you would like to read out loud this prop that I have just given you.
Please tell me you don't want me to do this in Irish, because then nobody's going to understand.
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
that's fine.
That's just it.
This just in.
I could do that voice.
Hello, my effeminate fellow. Last night, July 7th, power went out all across the greater Salem area. However, according to sources from Footprint Power in Salem, there was no point in which regular operations were disturbed. In fact, many of the people we interviewed said that most of their other electronics continued to work, it was simply the lights which stopped. We conducted day after interviews and found wildly different stories from locals, including a man who painted himself in bright neon paint and walked around guiding people to sources of light. Around the same time, local celebrity Isabel McCrae... McCrae?
Yes,
Sweet, I got it right. Drummer of My Punk Romance was seen gathering people into her tour bus. Given the facts as presented, and the painted man fits the description of one of the local homeless men, it is this reporter's belief that this was in fact an elaborate stunt by the band to drum up hype for their next album. Just what neon-painted Adonis-like men have to do with her next album is for the tabloids to speculate. In other news, 10 missing in Salem, authorities give no comment. More at page 8. Red meat, better for you, new studies find, as local burger places skyrocket in sales.
God damn it!
It's really funny because I already read this.
Ben says Keytar is the highest form of art, can't be convinced he was wrong by experts. Local historic church site demolished. Local cover band to blame?
Local cover band to blame.
the Wheezies!
Just leave the Wheezies out of it!
Brendan, I promise next time I will proofread this so you don't spell Brittany's name wrong. I want to see how it's spelled.
Hey,
Isabel is fine.
I
It was
think I
pronounced
got it
right,
correctly, so...
but it was pronounced
It's pronounced correctly, which is the good part.
I saw McRae as R-A-E. That's McRae. I almost said McReady.
I
but was like,
forgot
wait a second.
that I did the glowing man.
You did the glow. Local neon man.
Yep.
You did. You achieved the glow. You got the glow. The glow to glow. The glow, glow, glow.
Yeah,
glow,
literally.
glow.
Talk about a glow
Sigmund
up.
creates a glow form and ends up fighting pretty much as a small nest of a small.
I
nest
get
of insects.
PTSD from the word glow.
Brendan,
Oh, it's not from.
that was from a week ago?
Yes.
Yes, that was from a week ago.
Melody has been running interference and seeing when all of your background. Oh, I'm not close enough to the mic. Sorry.
I probably have some charges for vagrancy.
So what Melody has been doing in that week has been quietly seeing when all of your names come up in background checks and trying to like divert it.
Okay. Are you using your computers to do that?
Sure. And
I will have you make a roll for that in just a second.
Do you need me to do that now?
No, in just a second. Once you're done with your stuff, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm going to focus on Taylor for a little bit, and then I'm going to have that.
Okay, and then I'll do that while I'm getting my menu ready.
You're working to remove our names from whenever they come up.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
trying to keep your names out of this.
That's why
Yes,
local
good luck.
homeless man.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep your name from being like
So,
super part of it.
Taylor, you have, what is your character's name?
Tavis McNabb.
Tavis has directions to the Chantry, which is where mages meet.
Oh.
It's basically your base of operations. You go down to basically downtown Salem, and you see when your phone or whatever directions tell you to stop, you see a big old looking occult shop named Hex.
Subtlety is not.
It actually exists!
I'm aware of
That's
this,
the funny
but the
part.
in-character
Sure,
comment
we do
is
that when you're
subtlety
silent,
is
you
not
can
their
edit it
strong
out later,
suit.
'cause I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a picture
Okay,
of myself.
Or
so
it's
here's
hiding
the
in
logic.
plain sight. The
Yes.
best.
Yeah,
You're in downtown Salem where there's
Oh, I know.
hundreds of occult shops.
I'm aware.
I like to think hiding in plain sight. That's my theory.
Hiding in plain sight, yeah.
That's exactly what
So
we're
you
doing.
go in, and you see that there is parked outside. There is an old Volkswagen bus, or not old Volkswagen bus, like an old Volkswagen van that has seen better
It's
fucking
not the
days.
VW bus.
No, that is what I'm thinking of. It is
Yeah.
the VW bus. Yeah, it has seen better days. As you pass by it, its horn randomly weekly goes off, doing la cucaracha, la cucaracha, da na 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 na. But it's like as you walk in, there is a young man who barely has any like stubble on him. He looks like he's fresh out of high school, manning the register, and he looks up to you and he's like, "Hi, welcome to Hex. What can I do for you, sir?" You have a note that basically says, "Ask for Ferox."
Would Ferox have to be in?
Oh, yeah, he kind of, like, pries his eyes open. He looks like he's a little bit sleep-deprived from an all-nighter. Yeah, give me just a second. He kind of looks underneath the counter, and then he hits a button. It takes him a couple seconds, and then from the back room, how old is your character?
I'm gonna put him in his 40s.
Okay, this guy looks younger than you. This guy looks like he's maybe young 30s.
At least
Full
I
head
have
of
21.
full head of brown hair. He's in
I look ageless.
yeah, you look ageless. He's relatively pretty for a young. Basically, just to statistically point it out, he's like appearance 4, but he's in like a mesh, like just a black mesh t-shirt and like not jean shorts, and just like shorts that have like glow sticks dangling off of them that look dead.
Yeah, that's right.
And he has one brown eye and one single his other eye is neon green, almost like the glow sticks.
Yeah.
He sees you and he goes, "Ah, you're Tavish, right?"
Tavis, yes.
Tavis, sorry, like the an H on things, because that makes it sound right. He's not staring at you like I'm not staring at you. And then he turns over to you and goes, "Hi, so my buddy, students. You were working with them, the Sanders brothers.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting group.
Yeah, I've got some things planned for them.
Exciting.
So, I need you here because unfortunately recently basically me and the other masters that live in the area kind of run the Chantry and everything. We recently lost one of our own. This guy that we worked with, this hermetic mage, Michael Morgan, he got called back to Doisetep for training. He hard air quotes that last word. So, like, we put in a request to the Council of Nine, so they're approving all of this, letting us get some people. You're the first one to arrive. I was actually expecting the Akashic to arrive today as well, but I guess his bus or something got held up.
Right.
So, So, what do you know about what we do here?
Deal with the apocalypse cults to go bump in the night.
Okay, well, I'm glad that my boys already briefed you on that. I'll have to...
I'm going to assume, and I'm going to hand him the clipping, the week-old clipping.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume that's under your purview as well.
Yeah, actually, this was something that we dealt with last week. Let me take you in to meet the rest of who's going to be your cabal. We've already got them kind of gathered and everything. I'll introduce you to the rest of the Chantry leaders later. Have I done that already?
No.
Okay, I'll introduce them to you later. I just have to make sure, time mage and all.
Figure out when and where we are.
Figure out when and where I am. Yeah, sometimes I get the past and the present and the future kind of all blends together sometimes, especially when you're riding that wave. He's making
undulating arm movements.
I realize
literally wave motions with his
wave
arms.
motions. He seems very loose and
He's
loopy.
become a scientist.
He's a very.
I have magic glow sticks in my hand because I used to do that.
He's almost a very he's almost a very weirdly I'm trying to think, like stereotypical cult of ecstasy.
He's a club kid.
He is a club kid. He's literally from
The
these.
glow sticks weren't a hint, by
Yeah, no, I've got it at the shirt.
Taylor, can you make me a perception and alertness roll? Difficulty 5.
Oh wow, 4 successes.
All right, excellent. So when he turns around to lead you back, you notice that some of his hair, actually looks like black feathers. Do you reach out and touch it?
It's that thought of
Do you poke it?
Yeah.
It feels like feathers, and it doesn't come loose.
Scratch the back of my head.
It's attached.
I know, that's why it's just scratch the back of my head. All right then.
Which it super stands out because he's got brown hair.
Yeah.
So.
It's all right. That's a thing.
Okay. So you guys go down to what is essentially the meeting room. It's kind of there's a big lot. So basically, he takes you to the back room, shows you the code to open up the secret door. He's like, okay, so we've got a couple of different sub-basements here. We've got one for the garage. We've got one for the library. We've got another one for the node. That one's all the way down to the bottom. Try not to fuck around too much down there. The node kind of powers everything. You don't have to be near the node to do magic.
Good to know.
We've also got a forge, a jam space in case we get more magical mages, a meditation chamber, some spiritual stuff, a med bay. Basically, he lists off a bunch of stuff that would kind of
makes me
coincide.
Underground community. Basically.
Yeah,
basically an underground community, but basically there's 10 sub-basements, and each of them in their own way, kind of associates itself with a specific tradition.
Yeah.
There's one that's oh yeah, this is the server room. That's where Tab is. Don't go there unless, of course, you want a headache. He's kind of a weirdo.
Now, you won't regret it.
Well, I hear technology, and I'm like, interesting. I'll go to that.
There's also the machine bay. That's where Lord Sky High is. He's a lot.
He's high.
He's not high.
He's
an older man. Have you ever read pulp serials from the 1930s? The Worlds of Tomorrow, blah blah blah, steampunk adventures and
From time to
dirigibles.
time.
Yeah, that's basically the time that he's from.
outside.
I'm just picturing Jules Verne at this point.
Basically, yeah, he's very Jules Vernean.
Really? Because I'm imagining Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
He's also
I
very
can take
Sky
that one,
Captain
too.
in the World of Tomorrow. Yeah.
Because I want to run in here just so I can remember.
Or Valerian.
So you go down and meet with the rest of the group. They've all kind of gathered here to kind of meet the new person. He kind of comes in and he's just like, "Hi guys, so thank you all for joining. This is one of our new members. This is Tavis. Tavis. One of these days I'm gonna get it right, but it's not today. I've foreseen that.
Could have been yesterday.
Could have been yesterday. I don't know. Anyway,
It was yesterday.
so
fine.
who wants to start off with character descriptions, and we'll go around the table.
I can go first, I guess.
Okay, we're
All
gonna
right.
just go around like this.
That's fine. Cool. So, Elias comes in the room. He's carrying a tray of tea, coffee, cookies, whatever. Just sets it down. He is a 5'5", blonde-haired, 21-year-old with large green eyes. He has white freckles all over his face and down his neck.
Mhm.
They disappear all to the back, all over his back. He is wearing earth tone cottons with leather leather accents. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes.
Can't do words right now.
Or accents, apparently.
No,
It's
that's my
fine.
problem.
Yeah, that too. He's has leather soft sandals on, leather satchel over his shoulder. He looks like the shy herbalist that you would expect to come out of a
Hedge witch?
hedge witch. Thank you. So he looks like a young hedge witch.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Okay, great.
You're next.
Izzy is about 4'6", 90 pounds, proportionate for her small size,
Go football.
so very small.
Football.
She's got, I have it written down right here, black hair, like kind of like my length right now, so maybe about mid-back.
Okay.
That's black with electric blue tips. Very similar in appearance as Ember from Danny Phantom, the ghost rock star chick.
Oh, yeah.
She's got green hazel eyes that are usually just green. She looks about 21, but she's actually 26.
I feel like an old man. Wait.
You were literally the old
I was like, oh wait, I am.
She appears Caucasian, but her background and name states that her family is from Ireland.
Oh, fantastic.
So
She
still
does
Caucasian.
not have an Irish
iron
accent.
Irish accent. She's
Like
usually
Caucasian
walking around in a
version
pair
of
of like ripped or distressed skinny jeans, like one of those like studded belts that hangs off, black like baggy
scene
tank
kid.
top,
Yes, she is.
and like biker boots.
You're a scene kid.
She's a punk rock.
She's a punk rock.
You're seen.
Guitar.
You're a scene kid.
She
Or
strapped
band
strapped to her
drummer or
side
whatever.
is like a little like makeshift holder for her drumsticks.
Like a holster.
Basically like a holster for her drumsticks strapped to her side, and then she's got a pair of like sunglasses that she always wears on her head, a crystal necklace, and a wristwatch.
I see. Oh, you
Yeah,
want to
I
save yours for last, or?
Oh, I kind of do, because it's
Okay.
ridiculous.
I was saying, because it's technically you next, so it's going
That's
around.
fine. All right.
So,
You want to go?
I thought you said you wanted to go last.
I can, but I can go.
Go.
Okay.
Let's keep the circle going.
So, Melody is about 5 foot even. She is she's curvy.
In the
She
right place.
is very plain, but also very beautiful, with long, naturally
fucking
black
killer.
hair. Her bangs, however, are a fiery red, and her hair grows naturally this way. She has soft but striking shade of purple eyes and pale skin as if she bathed in moonlight. And while she is lithe, she is average looking in build.
All right, every YA novel ever.
Right?
I know that meme.
Her name's not
Currently-
Wicker Basket.
Currently,
No.
she's
And
dressed.
she's not a vampire.
She's dressed in a lavender cocktail dress with a pale pink petticoat. She's wearing sparkly pink heels, and she is going around offering everyone freshly made heart-shaped cookies.
Heels or pumps?
Pumps.
Got it. The fact that I know
Yours
the
are better.
difference between those bothers me.
That's not a bad thing.
It's all right. You're a discerning man. That's all that means.
Sigmund is a tall, lean, and muscular Caucasian man
I'm staring at an Adonis hobo.
Yes.
Yes.
with long, dusty blonde brown hair that constantly billows in the
Okay,
wind.
now I'm just picturing Fabio, but with darker hair.
Exactly,
Yeah,
he's
that's
Fabio
exactly
with
what
darker
Yeah,
hair.
he's Fabio, but with darker hair.
Lighter hair.
I think.
Hold on, wait,
I think.
hold on. How is the schnoz?
Before the bird.
Got it.
Oh my god.
I'm glad we all know that reference.
I think that Jake actually has a flaw that's like.
I mean, it happened in the town I live in.
A
Come
tell
on.
echoes, I think.
Yeah.
Jake has a flaw called echoes, and
And
his
it's just-
echo is that his hair is
Yeah,
constantly,
as if there's a light breeze blowing.
even
through
when
it.
there isn't.
Yep.
Christina?
Alright, so Rory's probably sitting there like cross-legged like I am now, fiddling with something. She's got headphones in her ear, she's got goggles on her head with gloves on, and on her forearm there's these circuitry, almost celestial looking tattoos. It looks like circuitry done in constellations on both fronts of her arms. And she's just probably sitting there tinkering with something and not even paying attention. But you can kind of hear the music a little bit, and it sounds like either Glitch Mob or Bass Hunter or something like that is coming
Okay,
out
I
of
caught
it.
that one. The second one I got. First one, not a fucking clue.
Same kind of feel
Yeah.
to it. But she's got kind of long red hair with green tips to it.
Am I gonna have to dye my hair?
Look, I came up with a description
I
a
have
while
blonde hair. What are you
ago.
talking
You said
about?
red hair with green tips.
Yeah, long red hair with green tips. I came up with a description a while ago.
I know. I just
Fine.
completely forgot.
She's about my height. She actually is my height, so 5'8". But she's more skinnier than I am. And she looks like she's in her early 20s. Kind of got some bags under her eyes.
I have an old man heart attack in the corner.
She's got bags under her eyes, so it looks like she probably doesn't
sleep.
a lot.
Because
And
caffeine
she's
addled bullshitter.
Yeah, so she's probably jiggling her leg up while she's working on something.
It probably takes
And,
the coffee as I set it down.
She's actually, she doesn't look Caucasian. She looks like she's maybe has some kind of Latino blood in her.
Okay. Right, and so Tavis stands there, staring at you all, very, very confused. Well,
What's he look like?
partially confused.
I'm literally not paying attention. I'm fiddling.
Sigmund inevitably is going to strike a pose. It's just what he does.
No.
He's from LA.
Yeah, because he's from LA. Yeah.
Tavis is about 6 feet tall. He's got the combed back black hair, but it's graying on the sides. They're just above the ears. You know where that is.
Yeah.
Goatee similar to mine, not with all the shit here, just here. Same
So
color.
a goatee.
Yep, but that's still black. It doesn't have the graying yet.
So like Doctor Strange.
Kind
Goatee.
of.
Yeah.
Kind of. I was thinking more of a jawline similar to David Xanatos.
Oh,
Okay, from Gargoyles?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You're hitting on my spot.
With green eyes. His complexion is white.
Okay.
So he definitely looks, he's Caucasian of some sort, but very European in appearance. Features.
Elias just got starstruck.
His outfit, it's not the typical tweed jacket. I
I
can't
have a
stand
thing
that
for
shit.
that when he's done.
But it's a scholarly appearance. Is the best way I can put it for his way of dress.
Okay.
It's formal without being too formal.
What was pretty fashionable for male professors when I was in school,
So like a semi-formal
was
attire.
a sports coat with jeans.
Basically,
Yeah. So-
he doesn't wear the jeans. He'll wear the slacks.
Okay.
Hi guys, Brendan here with the legal nonsense so I don't accidentally have Metallica come after me like they did Napster back in the mid-90s. Our theme song for this game is Images by Lost European. Other music used this episode was provided by Citizen X and Jazar. You can contact us on Twitter at apairofdicelost for myself and GMCrow1 for Julia. Questions and discussion topics can be sent into our banter podcast at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. If you liked what you heard, give us a review. Share our work with your friends and family. Don't share it with your cats, though. They get pissed off when you put headphones in their ears. Trust me. Until next time, remember, you gotta do money to make money.
Imagine if you were my friend, those days we left behind. Fragments of a time and place still buried in my mind. If only I could cast a spell to somehow change the past. Erase a page forever from this book I have imagined.